get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. On 3rd and goal, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So on now, the former Dolphin kicker. It's Caleb Sturgis. Remember, he was beaten out for that job a year ago by Andrew Franks. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, Martinez. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And it's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action now. Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Wilson. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. On the give, this is their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Martinez looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On 1st and 10, Martinez. It's caught right side. It turns. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Martinez to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Ten yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And Lambo will put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The gun. Here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Look at the dance and the juke. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Let's go. Blue 90. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs him off, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw is Martinez on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for the Jets. 67 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Martinez now off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Back now in Miami. Now Martinez on 1st down. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. Off play action. Martinez. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Here's Martinez throwing on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff working right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup and the pitch and catch. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Room here to run.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now a handoff here to his running back. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go now.
Martinez from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Leopard, here we go now. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective.
And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 63 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the run, Darquan. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead is now 13. And now But we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.